Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your outfit isn't reflecting the confident, elegant, and mature version of yourself, even when you're wearing high-quality, beautiful pieces? Just one small fashion misstep can make you look less polished and sophisticated. In this video, I'll highlight 12 common fashion mistakes women over 50 make, and show you how to fix them so you can always look and feel confident every day. As we get older, choosing the right clothes becomes even more important to express our beauty and confidence. But sometimes, even with high-end investments, small fashion mistakes can make us look cheap. Let's dive into these common errors and how to correct them to elevate your style and ensure you're always looking your best. This video not only points out the most common fashion mistakes, but also gives you useful tips to help you maintain a sophisticated, confident, and timeless look. 1 Common fashion mistakes women over 50 make. One of the most common fashion mistakes women over 50 make is wearing t-shirts with oversized logos. T-shirts with loud logos or bold sayings like "weekend vibes" or huge brand names across the chest can often make a woman look less sophisticated. While these types of shirts might feel fun or casual, they can also strip away the elegance and polish you've worked hard to build over the years. A large logo on your t-shirt can make you look more like a teenager than a confident, stylish woman. Instead of wearing t-shirts with big, eye-catching logos, opt for solid, well-made basics. Look for high-quality cotton tees, linen blouses, or silk tanks in neutral colors like ivory, navy, or soft gray. A simple white t-shirt tucked into a pair of high-waisted trousers is a perfect example of a chic, effortless look that screams sophistication without trying too hard. This minimalistic approach will make you feel refined and put together, without needing flashy designs to stand out. Another fashion faux pas is wearing jeans with too many embellishments. Whether it's rhinestones on the back pockets, loud embroidery, or excessive fading, these jeans can cheapen your entire look. Jeans should be flattering and versatile. And when they're covered in unnecessary details, they distract from your overall appearance and can make you look outdated. Instead of opting for embellished jeans, choose a pair of dark wash, well-tailored jeans. A straight leg or bootcut style is always flattering, as it elongates the legs and creates a more polished silhouette. Dark denim is incredibly versatile and can be dressed up with a silk blouse and heels, or dressed down with a simple cotton tee and loafers. These jeans will look chic, modern, and elevate your overall look, making you feel confident and stylish. Lastly, let's talk about cardigans. While they're a wardrobe staple, cheap, flimsy cardigans can make you look frumpy and unpolished. Cardigans made from thin, low-quality fabrics like polyester are a no-go. They cling to your body and can emphasize areas you're trying to downplay. Instead of these shapeless, low-quality cardigans, look for ones made from structured materials like wool, cashmere, or a thick cotton knit. These fabrics provide a polished look and hold their shape, giving your outfit more structure and elegance. A good cardigan should have some tailoring at the waist or shoulders, and be made from a thicker fabric that holds its shape. Look for styles with buttons, a wrap design, or even a slight cinch at the waist to add some shape to your outfit. These small details will make all the difference, transforming a simple layering piece into an elevated, chic garment. In conclusion, women over 50 should avoid wearing items that detract from their natural elegance and confidence. T-shirts with oversized logos, embellished jeans, and flimsy cardigans all fall into this category. Instead, choose pieces that are timeless, well-made, and flattering to your figure. A few simple tweaks in your wardrobe can make a world of difference in how polished and stylish you look. 2. How to fix and choose fashion after 50. Oversized logo t-shirts and bold slogans are often not the best choice for women over 50. T-shirts with large logos or sayings like "weekend vibes" or big brand names across the chest tend to strip away sophistication and can make you look less polished. Instead of reaching for a flashy, logo-heavy tee, opt for solid-colored, high-quality basics like cotton, linen, or silk. A simple white t-shirt paired with tailored trousers or a sleek skirt can create a polished look that's both stylish and comfortable. Neutral shades like ivory, navy, and soft gray are excellent choices and will easily pair with almost anything in your wardrobe, helping you achieve an elegant, effortless style. When it comes to jeans, choose dark wash, straight leg or bootcut styles instead of embellished or distressed denim. Dark jeans have a slimming effect and create a clean, sophisticated silhouette. They are versatile, easily transitioning from office wear to casual outings. On the other hand, jeans with too many embellishments like rhinestones, heavy embroidery, or excessive fading can make you look dated and detract from a more polished look. Dark, well-tailored jeans are easy to pair with everything from blouses to sweaters, offering a timeless style that enhances your figure. For cardigans, look for structured pieces made from materials like wool, cashmere, or cotton rather than flimsy, thin cardigans made from polyester blends. The thin, shapeless cardigans typically seen in fast fashion don't provide much structure and can make an outfit look unrefined. Instead, choose cardigans with a defined shape and weight that will flatter your figure and add an elevated touch to any outfit. A well-tailored cardigan with buttons, a wrap design, or slight waist shaping will help you maintain an elegant look and keep you comfortable without sacrificing style. Fashion after 50 doesn't need to be complicated. Simple, well-made pieces like solid-colored t-shirts, dark wash jeans, and structured cardigans will keep your wardrobe timeless and sophisticated. By avoiding overly trendy or embellished items, you can create a wardrobe that makes you feel confident and chic, without needing to chase every passing fashion trend. These classic choices will ensure that you always look polished, no matter the occasion. 3. Accessories and shoes. Oversized, flashy accessories often detract from a woman's elegance, especially after 50. Large statement necklaces, brightly colored earrings, and novelty handbags, like ones shaped like animals, might catch attention, but they can also make you look less sophisticated. These accessories can give the impression that you're trying too hard to stand out, rather than enhancing your natural beauty with a refined touch. Instead of opting for these bold, eye-catching accessories, go for smaller, more elegant pieces. Think delicate gold earrings, simple necklaces, or structured handbags with clean lines. These subtle yet chic accessories will highlight your features without overwhelming them, adding a touch of refinement to your look. A pair of slender gold hoops or a minimalist pendant necklace can accentuate your face and add an element of grace while maintaining a polished, timeless appearance. Worn-out ballet flats are another fashion misstep that can undermine a sophisticated look. While ballet flats are comfortable when they become misshapen, scuffed, or too worn down, they no longer contribute to an elegant outfit. These shoes can make you appear less put together. And as they lose their shape, they can make you look sloppy. Rather than holding onto those tired ballet flats, opt for sleek, pointed toe flats or shoes with a small heel, like loafers or slingbacks. These styles are just as comfortable but instantly elevate your look. Pointed toe flats elongate your legs and add a bit of sophistication to even the simplest outfits. Loafers and slingbacks, with their timeless appeal, provide both comfort and style, making them perfect for date and night wear, switching out clunky, over-the-top accessories. And worn-out shoes for more refined, polished options will transform your style. Simple, elegant accessories and well-maintained shoes not only enhance your natural beauty, but also make you feel more confident and put together. Small changes like these can help you maintain a sophisticated, timeless look that suits any occasion, boosting your confidence and making you feel effortlessly chic. 4. Choosing the right outfit for every occasion. A tailored button-up shirt paired with high-quality trousers is a perfect choice for the office. A button-up shirt gives off a professional, polished vibe while keeping things chic. Well-fitted trousers provide comfort throughout the day and help maintain a sleek, put-together appearance. To complete the look, add a belt and low-heeled shoes for a refined yet comfortable style. If you're looking to switch things up, consider a midi skirt paired with a simple blazer. This combination is elegant yet modern. Perfect for the workplace, for casual outings. Simplicity can still be luxurious. A midi dress or wide-leg trousers paired with a lightweight blouse strikes the perfect balance between comfort and sophistication. A flowy blouse or a light sweater will keep you looking effortlessly stylish while staying comfortable. Pair it with flat shoes or casual white sneakers to stay relaxed but polished when attending a party or formal event. A long dress or a softly fitted gown is ideal for making a statement without overdoing it. Fabrics like chiffon or satin offer a graceful, flowing feel that allows you to move comfortably while radiating elegance. These dresses are not only stylish, but also allow your natural beauty to shine through without overwhelming your figure. For a chic evening look, a satin cocktail dress also makes a wonderful option for events that require a touch of class. Choosing the right outfit for each occasion helps you maintain a sense of elegance and confidence. Whether at work, out for a casual day, or attending a formal event, selecting pieces that are both comfortable and stylish will keep you looking and feeling your best. By sticking to a few key staples that fit the occasion, you'll effortlessly elevate your style and always make a lasting impression. 5 smart shopping tips. When shopping, focus on investing in durable, high-quality pieces such as a well-made white button-up shirt, dark trousers, or a classic trench coat. These timeless items are always in style and can be worn for years without going out of fashion. A white shirt is a simple yet elegant staple that pairs well with nearly everything, while dark trousers offer a polished, versatile look suitable for both the office and casual outings. A trench coat is a timeless investment that adds sophistication and refinement to any outfit. By investing in these key pieces, you'll build a wardrobe that's both durable and stylish, offering endless outfit combinations without the need for constant shopping. Quality pieces save you money in the long run and ensure you always look polished and well put together. Avoid fast fashion when shopping. While items from fast fashion stores are often inexpensive and trendy, They are usually made from lower quality materials and quickly fall out of style. These clothes don't last, and you may find yourself replacing them frequently, which can add up over time. Instead, focus on purchasing well-made items that you can wear repeatedly without them losing their shape or style. Smart shopping is about choosing quality over quantity, ensuring that you maintain a stylish, sustainable wardrobe while saving money in the long term. When you shop wisely, you'll create a wardrobe that is not only affordable, but also timeless and chic. Investing in high-quality items ensures that you remain stylish, confident, and sustainable in your fashion choices for years to come. Recap and final tips. Style isn't about following the latest trends, it's about picking pieces that reflect your personality, age, and lifestyle. True elegance comes from making thoughtful choices, not from chasing after every passing fashion trend. Once you understand how to select the right pieces, you'll feel more confident and stylish. Remember, age isn't a barrier to timeless elegance. It's all about making the right choices. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss out on more fashion and style tips.